What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about the last few things that I have before launching the Shopify store. So you've kind of followed me on these last video series about getting a store ready from scratch. This is the last little checklist that I have of things that I need to check off before I'm actually ready to launch. Let's get into it. Okay guys, so this is going to be definitely a quicker video. I just want to go through real quick the last steps that I'm going to have before my launch and things that you should consider to make sure that you have set up before you go for your launch, or maybe you've already launched and maybe these are things that you should make sure that you go back and do. So the first thing that I'm going to have to do before I can really launch is I'm going to have to go pick my actual Shopify plan. Still using the free trial, I'm going to go and pick the basic Shopify plan. Because that's all I'm going to need. There's no reason to go for a more advanced plan, and I can't do Shopify Lite because that's more of a buy button scenario. You already have a different website. I want to use the Shopify platform, and I'm going to go with the Shopify Basic, which will cost me $29 a month. Next, I'm going to make sure that my pop-up is synced to my email list. So I'm going to make sure the pop-up on my homepage, if I type in an email, it actually gets synced over to my MailChimp email list. Definitely want to make sure you don't launch before you're able to successfully collect an email. Third, along with the email, I want to make sure that my email strategy is in place. So if I have my pop-up, I'm going to offer a discount, and I'm going to make sure that when somebody syncs to my email list, they get that opening email with their discount code, and that they get put into the funnel as a customer in my email, however many emails I set up for that initial launch. Secondly, I'm also going to make sure that I have my abandoned cart email ready. So if people are getting to the cart stage and not converting, I'm at least able to send them an abandoned cart, whether I use the Shopify's automatic abandoned cart and my own through MailChimp. I'm going to make sure that I have an abandoned cart strategy ready to go for that. And I can definitely cover MailChimp integration and email strategy in another video if you guys want to see what I have set up and kind of what my funnel looks like. Next, I'm going to have I'm going to test my Google Analytics and configure the channels. So I'm going to make sure that I have, like a channel for social, and make sure Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, all that stuff is set up to come under social. And then I have my email marketing campaigns tagged correctly using UTM parameters. So if you're not familiar with what UTM parameters are, basically they allow you to set like a campaign name and just different channels so that you're able to, as traffic comes funneled in from different sources, you're able to successfully track where that's coming from however you see fit. Google Analytics has like a basic outline for that, but I like to just make sure that I have it configured correctly so that I know what I'm doing. So I'll test the Google Analytics out, make sure that it's actually reading traffic coming to the website, and then make sure that the channels are configured right. Same thing for Facebook Pixel, so not as much of a big deal here, but there is a way to make sure that your Facebook Pixel is firing within the Facebook like ads dashboard, or within I think it's Business Manager. I'm going to make sure that the pixel is actually reading traffic coming in, because definitely going to want to make sure that you're able to get that Facebook data, because the quicker you can build an audience, and either a retargeting audience and a lookalike audience, the better. It's going to make your life a lot easier for ads going down the road. Next, I'm going to set up my G Suite Gmail for contact. So basically, instead of having like a something@gmail.com or whatever you want to use, it's a little bit more professional to have at whatever website you are. So I'm going to have like a contact or info at shopzoa.com. I've already set that up, but I'll just do a couple test emails, make sure that that's good to go, so that I'm able to provide customer service from a branded email. Definitely adds a little bit more of a professional representation of your business, so you're not replying with just at Gmail. And the G Suite basic package that I pay for is only $5 a month, and I think there's always like discount codes that you can use for that. But for $5 a month, I'm able to afford that, so I go ahead and I'm gonna implement that. But it's not a make or break, but I definitely think that it's a small things like that go a long way. Next, my push notifications. So I'm going to make sure that I have my push notification opt-in popping up on my homepage. I don't know what the timer is I'm going to set on that yet, if I want to go that before or after my email. Definitely be a test that I do down the road, but I just want to make sure that I'm getting people to opt into that push notification. And I'm also going to make sure, I'm going to type it right now, opt-in and abandoned cart. So the cool thing about push notification abandoned cart, if you're not aware of this, is that you don't need their email to send them a push notification. As long as they opt into those notifications, you can send them a message right to their browser or their phone, whatever, like 6 hours later, however long you decide, and send them a push notification for that abandoned cart. So definitely a huge thing, because it's a lower barrier of entry to subscribe. You don't need their email to try to convert that abandoned cart, and I've had really good success with it in the past. So make sure push notifications in abandoned cart. You want to make sure that you're getting all the customers that are going to come. It's going to be tough to get traffic out of the gate, so you want to make sure that you are able to get as much information and contact these people moving forward. Next, tagging products on Instagram. So make sure that my Instagram channel is set up. You have to set up your products available as a Facebook shop, and then your Instagram connects to that to be able to tag products. This can take, I think, up to 48 to 72 hours for them to verify the connection, your shop. So you might want to do this early on, but I don't believe you're able to set the tagging products up on Instagram until you've picked your Shopify plan, excuse me. So you do have to pick your plan before you can do tagging the products on Instagram. Same thing goes for setting up buyable pins on Pinterest. I don't have that as my pre-launch checklist because Pinterest isn't going to be a area that I'm going to focus on, but you won't be able to set buyable pins and connect your Pinterest account until you also have a Shopify plan. Okay, next, I'm going to have at least 3 people check out the store before it goes live. So not necessarily buy anything, but I'll have a few friends, family, just make sure that they're going on the store, clicking through, and you're getting their opinion of what it looks like. Is there anything that's confusing, and make sure that they're able to navigate it, they're able to navigate it the way that it should be navigated. Usually I'll pick somebody that I know, but if you can get a few like less friendly, like less acquaintances, not friends and family, a couple strangers or something to do it, it might be more valuable to you. And lastly, this one is super, super, super important. Test a purchase on your own store. So you can make sure that the order doesn't automatically get fulfilled or whatever you want to do, but make sure that you're able to actually put in credit card information, put all your information in, and submit an order, and then it goes through and registers on your Shopify store. If you're using just a regular theme, there shouldn't be any issue with this, but you want to make sure your payment settings and everything are good to go. You don't want to launch and then not be able to allow people to check out and use traditional payment methods. So just do a test run on your own store, submit an order. You can discount it to whatever. It's not like you're going to have to charge yourself, but make sure that you actually test this because this is really, really important. So hopefully this helps you guys if you're following along launching your own store. Just a few last minute things to think about before you go ahead and launch. So these are kind of the last little check boxes that I have to make sure that I'm good to go. I'm just finishing up the design on my website now. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. Hopefully this series from zero to launching a store has been really helpful for you. I'm going to continue to make these videos to show you guys how I optimize the store, and just going to carry it on as I run the store day-to-day operations. If you've gotten any value out of this series or out of this video, if you could drop a like, drop a subscribe, let me know what you guys want to see, and we'll keep this thing moving. I'll see you in the next one.